The Balance. The Stone's Blade. Book 2, by Allynn Riggs. Narrated by Jennifer March, Martine Baruch, Tristan Wright, and Nicholas Corda. For Christina. Because this one is all your fault.
Chapter 1. When the door opened, Ani had no idea what to expect. She stood just inside it, surprised by the simplicity of the furnishings. The younger of the stone singers, Allynn, having opened the door, crossed the room to stand to one side of the large desk, backed by a towering bookcase. The room did not feel as alien as Ani thought it might. So many things had happened in the last 3 days since she awakened on Lrakira. One moment Ani felt she understood who she was, and the next she felt like she'd been stuffed into a tiny closet, unable to breathe or even think. This is not a closet. This is not a closet. She repeated the mantra mentally as she offered a northern blade salute in greeting to Diani, the amber Pericha Stones singer, and Allynn, the blue Kitta Stones singer. Diani stood, and the two singers executed sharp salutes in the Lrakiran style, a style that Ani had always assumed was from her home planet's southern continent. She couldn't stop the twinge of sadness that her mother had never explained her true family origin. Allynn walked to a small alcove with a large, many-paned window and busied herself, as Diani moved from behind a desk, her gold robes rustling softly. A genuine smile lit the singer's eyes, and Ani couldn't help smiling in response. This was not going to be an interrogation. Diani gestured to the 3 chairs set around a small round table. There should be few troubles with the differences in our languages, because Singer Allynn and I are equipped with bioteachers, each containing updates from Renloret. As Ani nodded in understanding, she acknowledged to herself that Diani's accent did indeed resemble Renloret's. She had worried about how this conversation was going to happen without either Renloret or the man masquerading as her father in the room to translate. "Thank you for agreeing to meet with us, Anyala," Diani said. "We have spoken with Renloret and now have a better understanding of your upbringing. We wish to apologize for any prior insult." Before stepping further into the room, Ani decided to clarify one of the most bothersome things. "My name may be Anyala, but I have rarely been called that. Having met my namesake, the Anyala Stone, I would prefer to be called Ani. And please do not call me the Blood. That is for prophecies and fables, not real life." The 2 singers shared tight-lipped smiles at her admonishment. Diani cleared her throat. "Ani, I welcome you to Lrakira. Singer Allynn and I wish to converse with you, to answer your questions, if we can, and to verify your suitability for the position of Stone Singer." She bowed and again indicated the chairs. Ani frowned at the last words. What more would she be required to do to convince the people of this alien world that the stone itself had identified her as its next singer? She had not sought the role. Pushing away the irritation at having to continually defend her identity, both here on Lrakira and on her home world of Teramar, Ani swallowed the embittered response that rose to her tongue. She took a seat. Singer Allynn approached with a tray of cups. "I hear you enjoy the occasional cup of tea?" Ani's thoughts went immediately to Melly, her best friend's mother, and how ecstatic Melly would be to try a tea from another world. Ani smiled at the imagined conversation they would engage in. Drying techniques, herb usage and combinations, water temperatures, packaging, and, of course, steeping instructions, along with what ceremonies, if any, might be customary. "Yes, I do. My best friend's mother is a master tea maker. I would be pleased to participate."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?